In every English class that you attended, you always heard the word models. Modal verbs are interesting language feature. They are a type of word that can help a verb by giving additional meaning. They also add connotation to the main verb in a sentence or clause. In this lesson, we will review and discover new things about modal verbs. We will also encounter the correct uses and different structures of modals that will help us in communicating to others effectively. This is English 9, and I am your teacher, Mr. Mark Christian I. Flores. The essential learning competency for this week is express permission, obligation, and prohibition using models. Good day, Guadans. How are you? Our lesson for today is all about modal verbs. Let us start our discussion. Modal verbs are auxiliary verbs that provide additional and specific meaning to the main verb of sentence. To use the modals, just follow the format below. Subject plus modals plus verb. Let us have an example. Howard could play the piano. In our example, Howard is the subject, and then play is our verb. How about our modal? What do you think? Correct! We use could. Notice the sequence of our sentence. Do we follow the format that we discussed earlier? Very good! Yes, we follow the format. Always remember that they do not accept conjugation and do not need other auxiliary verb. Let us now move on to the different types of modal. We have three: single concept, double concept, modals in the past. First, let us discuss the single concept modals wherein they have one meaning. Let us enumerate one by one the modals under this type. Will. Future. Joey will travel to New York next week. Might. Small probability. I might move to Canada someday. Should. Recommendation. You should go to the doctor. Ought to. Formal recommendation. We ought to know about first aid. Had better. Warning. I had better study or I will fail the test. Second, we have the double concept modals and they have two meanings or usage. The modals under this type are the following. May. Permission. May I come in? Good probability. We may visit Mexico next summer. Must. Responsibility. Everyone must pay taxes. Assumption. She didn't arrive. She must be sick. Would. Past. Used to. When I was young, I would play soccer. Present unreal. I would buy car but I can't afford. Shall. Educated expression offer. Excuse me, I shall go now. Contractual obligation. The company shall pay on January 1st. Could. Unreal ability. I could go if I have time. Past ability. She could play the piano, but she can't anymore. Can. Present ability. We can speak English. Permission. Can I have candy? Lastly, we have the models in the past. They are the models referred to the actions that happened in the past. In using models in the past, we are following a certain format. Modal plus have plus verb in the past participle. These are the examples. It must have been a difficult decision. They should have invited her to their wedding. In sentence number 1, we use must as our modal, followed by have plus the verb in the past participle, which is been. In the second sentence, we use should as our modal, again followed by have, and this time we use the past participle of the verb invite, which is invited. For modals in the past, we have the following sets of modals. Must have plus past participle of the verb. Logical conclusion on a past event. Peter has arrived late. He must have been in a traffic jam. May or might have plus past participle of the verb. Deduction on a past event. Joey may or might have taken the wrong train. Could have plus past participle of the verb. Possibility to do something gone unfulfilled. You can't have played better. Couldn't have plus past participle of the verb. Certainty that something couldn't have happened. He couldn't have passed because you hadn't studied enough. Would have plus past participle of the verb. Desire to do something but impossible to do it for external causes. I would have visited you but I forgot your address. Should or ought to have plus past participle of the verb. Lament on something that should have been done. You should or ought to have warned me earlier. Shouldn't have plus past participle of the verb. Critic on something that shouldn't have happened. He shouldn't have told them. Didn't have plus past participle of the verb. Something that wasn't necessary to do. You needn't have bought it. We also have few verbs which often serve as models too. They need to be conjugated. When we say conjugated or conjugation, it is the change that takes place in a verb to express tense, mood, person, and so on. In English, verbs change as they are used most notably with different people. You, I, we, and different time. Now, later, or before. The following are the verbs that serve as models. Like to. Enjoy. I like to watch TV. Want to. Desire. John wants to buy a car. Need to. Necessity. We really need to talk to you. Have to. Obligation. Susan had to pay the rent. Have got to. Have to. I've got to go now. Look forward to. Future plan. I look forward to see you again. Hope that you learn a lot today about the correct usage of models. Just always remember that Sir Mark is always here to guide you. Once again, good day and thank you for watching. See you on our next video. Bye!